Good morning, children.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Hope you're all fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
How are you,
I'm
ma'am?
doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So, shall we start with a poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
In the last class, we learned about the poet Rabindranath Tagore, and we also discussed the first stanza. Do you have any doubts regarding the portion?
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
It's all clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Smriti, can you just tell me about Rabindranath Tagore? What are the points that we have discussed in the last class? Quickly, a kind of recapitulation.
Ma'am, first we discussed that the child is telling to his mother to imagine.
My dear, I just asked you to just tell me about Rabindranath Tagore, the poet.
Ma'am, Rabindranath Tagore, he is a Bengali poet.
Yes.
He's a Bengali writer. He was born in Calcutta.
Yes.
He was born in 7th May 19.
He was born on 7th May 1861. Okay.
He died in 1941, 7th August.
On 7th August. All right.
He's a renowned Indian poet, writer, artist, music composer, and a social reformer.
Very good.
He won a Nobel Prize for his famous book
Collection of famous book, collection of poems. Geetanjali.
157 poems.
257.
Ma'am, 157.
Yes, 157 poems. Geetanjali is a collection of book which consists of 156 poems.
Ma'am is popularly known as the Kapi Guru or Gurudev.
Okay.
He wrote the Indian national anthem.
Okay, very good, perfect. Now, Ananya K. Vijesh. Yes. Can you just tell me what you understood from the first stanza of the poem, The Merchant? What does the title refers to, and what is the poet trying to convey through the poem in the first stanza?
Ma'am, the poet is trying to say what is when he becomes big, what he'll do, like imagination.
Is the speaker in the poem is poet or somebody else? What do you think? Is the poet is speaking about himself, or the speaker in the poem is someone else? Ashish, what do you think? Who is the speaker in the poem? Ashish?
Man, he's talking to himself.
Really? Poet is talking to himself? I have asked you to go through the text and you all told me that it's all clear, no doubts at all.
Ma'am, the child.
When I ask you questions, I have to get answers. Devika,
Yes,
who is the speaker in the poem?
I'm a boy, small boy.
Yes, a small boy is a speaker. Atul, to whom is the poem addressed? To whom he is speaking? The speaker in the poem is a small boy. It's not the poet. Okay, don't write the poet. The speaker in the poem is a small boy. And to whom is he speaking? Or to whom the poem is addressed? Atul?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you give me the answer? Okay, children, how many of you have read the text? Tell me frankly, how many of you read the text? Okay, Vrissa, then Geetika, Smriti. Only few? What about others?
Ma'am.
Yes. Emil, Altina. Okay, Altina, Give me the answer.
Ma'am, the boy is speaking to his mother,
Yes, very good.
father, brother.
Mm, yes, the boy is speaking to his mother. Okay, the poem is addressed to his mother. He is also talking about his father and brother towards the end. Okay, ML, what is a boat filled with? The boy is talking about a boat that is ready at the landing. What is this boat filled with?
And fully laden.
Yes, the boat is fully laden. The boat is fully packed with luggage. Anna, what does that indicate? What image do you get? The boy tells that his boat is fully laden. So, what kind of image do you get from the poem?
The boat is fully
Mm,
filled with
mm. The boat is ready
luggage.
at the landing, fully laden, and this gives us an image that
A boat with some luggages.
okay, that's not the answer that I'm looking for. Anthony Vijo, Anthony, what image does comes to your mind when you read the line? Imagine my boat is ready at the landing, fully laden. Okay, Arjun.
Man is
Mm.
like he's ready to go somewhere.
Yes, very good. The boy is ready to go somewhere. Okay, that's the image that you get. All right. Next question. Aaron, Aaron Anthony, what are the things that the boy plans to bring to his mother?
Ma'am, the
Mm,
boy thinks to bring
mm.
chamba flowers,
Yes, golden chamba flowers. Then,
heaps of
mm.
gold,
Heaps of
jewelry,
gold. Yes, yes, heaps of gold, chamba flowers. And
jewelry,
then one more. He would also bring the ripe harvest, which looks golden in color in the sunlight. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can mute now. Prissa, I would like you to summarize the first stanza of the poem.
uh, like he's telling that imagine mother that she has to stay at home and he'll
Mm,
be working.
mm,
uh, he'll be going to unknown lands which he
mm,
doesn't know, and
mm,
then he's telling now think well that what should I bring for you. He's
mm,
asking his mother.
mm. All right. So we'll continue. So in the first stanza of the poem, we find that the speaker in the poem is a small boy, and he is addressing the poem to his mother. Okay, he is mainly speaking to his mother, and the poem brings into life the fantasy of a young child. It's all about the child imagining growing big into a merchant, and he'll be traveling to strange lands or to distant lands, and he imagines that he would be bringing something precious to his family members, especially to his mother. In the stanza, we find that the boy is asking his mother, what shall I bring for you once I come back from my journey? Okay, so we find that the boy is asking whether you need heaps of gold or golden chamba flowers or a field which is full of golden harvest. All right, so I'll just recite the stanza once again, and then we'll move on to the second. Imagine, mother, that you are to stay at home and I am to travel into strange lands. Imagine that my boat is ready and the landing fully laden. So that gives us an impression that the boy is ready to travel to strange lands. Now think well, mother, before you say what I shall bring for you when I come back. The boy wanted his mother to think carefully and make a wish so that he can bring it for her once he comes back. Mother, do you want heaps and heaps of gold? There by the banks of golden streams. Fields are full of golden harvest, and in the shade of the forest path, the golden chamba flowers drop on the ground. I will gather them all for you in many hundred baskets. So the child tells his mother that whatever that you need, whether you need a heaps of gold or whether you need a field that is full of golden harvest or chamba flowers which are golden in color, I'm ready to bring everything for you in many hundred baskets. Any doubts with regard to the first stanza?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Shall we move to the second stanza?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sanaika, read the second stanza.
Yes, ma'am.
Mother, do you want pearl big as raindrops of autumn? I shall cross to the Pearl Island shower.
Sure, sure.
Shore.
Mm.
There in the early morning light, pearls crumple on the meadow flowers.
Mm.
Pearls drop on the grass, and pearls are scattered on the sand in the spray by the wild sea waves.
All right. Thank you. Mother, do you want pearls big as the raindrops of autumn? I shall cross to the Pearl Island shore. There in the early morning light, pearls tremble on the meadow flowers. Pearls drop on the grass, and pearls are scattered on the sand in spray by the wild sea waves. Now the child asks his mother if she would also be interested in pearls which are as big as the raindrops in autumn. Okay, you know what is pearl? What is a pearl? Have you seen the pearl chain, pearl necklace and all? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
it's very beautiful to look at, right? So
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
the ladies are always interested to wear gold jewelries or the jewelries made of precious stones like pearls or ruby or diamond and all. Yes. So now the child is asking, Mother, would you like to have big pearls? The pearls big as the raindrops in autumn. Okay. So the pearls are compared to that of raindrops in autumn. He would then sail to the island where he would find such pearls. So where he can get the pearls, according to the boy, where will go? Where he'll go to get the
From the
pearls?
shore.
Island show.
He would sail to the Pearl Island shore in order to bring beautiful pearl stones to his mother. He is ready to go to the Pearl Island shore and bring it to her. He would then sail to that island where he would find such big pearls. So pearls are compared to
Raindrops of
yes,
autumn.
yes. Pearls are compared to the raindrops of autumn. Mm. And then the child says that there in the early morning light, pearls tremble on the meadow flowers. So that in that line, the word pearl, what does that word pearl suggest? In the initial lines, we found that the pearl is compared to raindrops as big as the raindrops in autumn. Now, in these lines, it is said that there in the early morning light, pearls tremble on the meadow flowers. So what do you mean by meadow? Sian, can you read out the meaning which is given in the text? What do you mean by meadow? Unmute and read. Meadow.
A large field with grass and wildflowers growing in it.
Yes, a large field with grass and wild flowers growing in it. So there in the early morning light, early in the morning, you will find pearls trembling on the meadow flowers. So what is that pearl?
Raindrops.
Yes, very good. Raindrops. Okay, so the boy says that the quivering dewdrops in the form of pearls are found in the meadow flowers in the early morning light. Have you ever experienced, suppose if there is a heavy rain at night, and once you wake up in the morning and if you go into your garden, you can see a beautiful dewdrops on the leaves, just resembles like a pearl. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
yes, ma'am.
It's just like a magic of the nature. Okay, that dewdrop, single drops of water on the leaves just resembles like a pearl. And that is what the child is talking here. Okay, the curing dewdrops in the form of pearls are found on the meadow flowers in the early morning light and also on the grass. Pearl drops on the grass and pearls are scattered on the sand in spray by the wild sea waves. Just imagine, that the waves of the sea uh, splashes onto the sand, and you can see drops of water there. Okay, he sees pearls in the spray scattered on the sand. So here it is not the actual pearl, but what is referring to? The pearl is referred to as the raindrops. Yes, dewdrops or raindrops. Okay, so the boy tells that he sees pearls in the spray scattered on the sands thrown by waves as they crash on the shore of the island. So the child is even ready to bring precious pearl stones for his mother if she would love to have one. Is that stanza clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move to the last stanza?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Sri Rudra, read the last stanza.
Ma'am,
Mm.
my brother shall have a pair of horses with wings to fly among the clouds. For father, I shall bring a magic pen that without his knowing will write of itself. For you,
Yes.
mother, I must have the casket and jewel that cost 7 kings and their kingdoms.
Yes, all right. So in the last stanza, we find that the child's focus now shifts to his brother and father. Okay. In the first two stanza, we find that the child was addressing his mother. He was speaking to his mother. And he also mentioned that what all things that he would like to bring to her according to her wish. And the final stanza, we find that the child's focus has been shifted to his father and brother. Shravana,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. What is the child planning to bring for his brother?
A pair of horses with
Hmm.
wings.
Yes. So it's a beautiful imagination, right? The child is imagining that once he grow up into a big adult and once he becomes a merchant, definitely he is going to bring a pair of horses. My brother shall have a pair of horses with wings to fly among the clouds. It's a beautiful imagination. A pair of horses with wings to fly among the clouds. And for father, I shall bring a magic pen that without his knowing will write to itself. Okay, will write of itself. What do you mean by will write of itself?
Ma'am,
It will write. It will write its own.
Yes,
Father.
without father's knowledge, it will write of itself. Okay, so we find that the child now wants to give a beautiful gift to his brother. The gift that is a pair of horses that having wings to fly among the clouds. And he also wanted to give a beautiful gift to his father, that is a magical pen that would write on itself. For you, mother, again the child is talking to his mother or he is referring to his mother. For you, mother, I must have the casket and jewel that cost 7 kings their kingdoms. So the most precious gift the child is planning to give is to his mother. He says that for you, my precious mother, I will be getting the jewels and casket. What is casket?
A small box.
Small box usually used to
Used to store
store jewelry.
Yes. A small box that is used to store the jewelry. So for you, my dear mother, for you, my loving mother, I can have the casket and the jewel. Not only the casket is a small box, but inside the casket, he will be gathering all the precious jewels, all the beautiful, expensive ornaments that cost 7 kings their kingdom. What do you mean by that line? The jewel that cost 7 kings their kingdom.
Ma'am,
Ananya, hmm.
jewel that is so.
Ananya K. Vijesh, what do you mean by the line? The jewel that cost 7 kings their kingdom.
Ma'am, the cost of the 7 kingdoms that cost the jewels.
Cost of the 7 kingdom cost the jewels. Do you all agree with what she has said?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear yes or no.
Ma'am, almost.
Yes, almost. The jewel is so precious. Okay, the jewel is so precious or so valuable that the kings have lost their kingdom trying to own it. Yes, the kings have lost their kingdom trying to own such precious or valuable jewels. So the child is planning to bring a casket which is full of precious jewels that the kings have made them lose their kingdom just because they were trying to own it. Okay, so throughout the poem, we find that the child is deeply attached to his family. He has a strong bonding with his family, especially with his mother. And in the first two stanzas, we find that the child wants to bring precious things for his mother. He's asking, before I come back after my journey, you have to make your wish. You have to clearly think and tell me. You have to think well and tell me, what shall I bring for you? And he's asking, what do you need? Do you need heaps of gold? Or do you need a field full of golden harvest? Or would you like to have golden chamba flowers? Whatever that you ask for, I shall bring it in hundreds of baskets. And then he's also asking his mother, would you like to have pearls? Pearl stones, which is just big as the raindrops in autumn. If you think that you need pearls, then I can cross to the Pearl Island shore and I can bring it to you. And the last stanza, we find that the child is referring to his brother and father. He would love to bring a gift for his brother, that is a horse with wings, so that it would help him to carry among the clouds. And for father, Amita, are you listening? And for his father, he would love to give a gift that is a magical pen that will write for itself without his knowledge. And finally, the child says that, mother, for you, my mother, for you, my loving mother, I can bring a casket which is full of precious gold, precious jewels that the kings have tried to own, losing their kingdom. Okay, so do you find the poem beautiful?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, so the poem is written from the point of view of a small child just like you. Okay. And the child talks about uh, his family members and what he would bring to them as a gift once he grew big into an adult. A beautiful imagination from the point of view of a child. Any doubts with regard to the poem?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Any doubts regarding the words or lines or phrases? So will you be able to ask answer to my question?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ananya Jindo? Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. What is the pearl compared to in the poem? The child says that he would bring pearls to his mother. The pearl compared to in the poem as?
Raindrops.
Yes, raindrops in the autumn. Okay. Next question. Shravana,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the child planning to bring for his father?
A pen that write its own.
Yes, he would bring a magic pen. Okay, that word is important. He would bring a magic pen that will write on its own. Devika,
Yes, ma'am.
what else the child would wish to give to his brother?
Ma'am, a pair of horses with wings
Mm.
to fly among the clouds.
Yes, a pair of horses with wings to fly among
Among
the horses. Okay,
clouds.
Abhinav, towards the end of the poem, what does the child tells his mother? What he'll bring for his mother towards the end of the poem?
And casket.
Mm. Only the casket. Casket is a storage box to keep the jewels. So is he planning to bring only the casket?
No.
Mm. Then what else? Namasya? Yes, can you give me the answer? What is the child planning to bring for his mother towards the end? Yes. Hmm? Your answer is not clear for me.
A casket and
Yes, he would bring a casket with jewel that cost 7 kings their kingdoms. All right. Okay. Now, shall we discuss some poetic devices? Do you know what are the poetic devices in the poem? Have you learned anything in smaller classes? It's just for your information, okay? No need to worry. You don't. When once you reach the higher classes, you will be learning more in detail. But for your information, I'm just telling you. You need not study it for exam purpose. Okay. Poetic devices are the devices which are used to enhance the beauty of poem. Okay. So many devices, literary devices, which are used to enhance the beauty of poem is known as poetic devices. So in the poem, we find imagery. Imagery. Imagery means from the very word itself, it is clear. Imagery. Who will tell me what is imagery? Yes, very good, very good, very good, wonderful. Imagination. When you read through the lines, you will be able to imagine visual imageries are there. Can you quickly pick out some lines from the poem that shows visual imagery? When you read through the line, one by one, otherwise I'll find it difficult to hear. Yes, just raise your hand, I'll come to you. Yeah, Brissa?
A horse that has wings.
Yes, a pair of horses with wings to fly. Good. Then who else? Who else will give me that? So many visual imageries are there in the poem. Something which you can imagine. Hmm? Yes, Smriti?
I say, ma'am, he's comparing raindrops into pearls.
My dear, that is another poetic device. Now we are discussing about imagery, something which you can imagine. One has
Ma'am,
been said by Brusa, that is a pair of horses with wings to fly. Of course, you can imagine.
ma'am, that
Alvina?
boat is ready at the landing,
Yes,
fully
very good.
laden.
Boat is ready at the shore, fully laden. You can just imagine that the boat is filled with luggages. Yes, good.
Ma'am, can I say? Ma'am,
Yes,
Ma'am, magic
the
pen.
magic pen.
yes, a magic pen. I can imagine a magic pen that can write on itself. Then,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
golden
Golden
house.
house.
Jewel that
yes,
costs
very
7 kings
good.
their
casket
kingdom.
of
No,
gold.
no, no, not jewel, not jewel.
Golden
Chamba
house.
flowers,
Heaps
golden
of gold.
chamba flowers.
Ma'am,
Yes,
Golden harvest.
casket.
Ma'am,
yes.
golden harvest.
Golden chamba flowers and the field full of golden
Golden
harvest.
house.
All these are beautiful imageries, okay, visual imageries used in the poem. Then have you heard about this term hyperbole? Any idea? Hyperbole? Hmm? Hyperbole means it's another kind of literary device which gives us an impression that exaggeration is used in the poem. Exaggeration. For example, I'll give you an example. He is just tall as a palm tree. Just imagine, we know that a person will not be so tall like that. He is just as tall as a palm tree. Hmm? So exaggerated, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So a hyperbole means exaggeration. So in the poem, will you be able to find any such lines?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Pearls
Pearls
big as the raindrops.
Ma'am, the
Mm,
jewel that cost
Jewel that
7
cost
kings
7 kings their kingdom.
come on, try to find out some more lines. In
Ma'am,
the first stanza.
Then
Uh,
Ma'am, the
heaps and heaps.
Heaps and heaps of gold.
yes, yes, very good. Heaps and heaps of gold. Exaggeration. Okay. A large amount of gold. Then,
I will gather them all for you in many hundred baskets.
yes, who gave me that answer just
Seneca.
now? Senega. Very good, Senega. That is also an example for hyperbole. Yes, I will gather them all for you in many hundred baskets. Oh, okay, okay,
Golden
okay.
chamba flowers.
Good,
The
good, good, good.
golden chamba flowers.
No, golden chamba flowers is an example for imagery, visual imagery. Okay, so two examples which.
When the 17 will lose their kingdoms.
Mm. Okay, so the two main examples that you can consider for hyperbole is heaps and heaps of gold, and I'll gather them all for you in many hundred baskets. Okay, then metaphor is used. Metaphor is another poetic device used in the poem. Metaphor means the kind of comparison.
Ma'am, pearls as big as as big as
Yes,
rainbows.
yes. Pearls as big as the raindrops in autumn. Okay, that is an example for metaphor. You don't have to worry about it. For exam point of view, you will not get poetic devices. Okay, but for your information, I have just made you aware there are poetic devices or poetic techniques used in the poem to enhance beauty. Once you reach the higher classes, we will learn everything in detail. Okay, all right. So we have a few more minutes left. Shall we take our workbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Children, am I a bit fast for you? Do you think like that?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Is it okay?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Because sometimes we have a very little time, so we have to finish off with our portions as well. Yes?
last class it will be the diary.
Yes. Diary entry.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you all done that? Homework is ready?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, diary entry was given to you as homework. I want Nihal to read out. Nihal, can you just read out what you have written? Unmute and read. You have to read the format and also the content. Nihal? Where is he? Nihal is not seen there. Okay, Malavika? Malavika? Malavika, Bini, can you hear me? No response from Malavika also. Geetika, read.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the diary entry.
Yeah.
Ma'am, first the day.
Yeah.
Then
You
the
can
day.
read out. You can read out the date and what you have written.
31st July 2020,
Okay.
Thursday, and 10:48 p.m. Time.
7:48 p.m. All right. Read out.
Dear Diary, while I was playing in my backyard, my eyes fall on something unusual. It was a strange insect. If you want me to describe it, it was a dark brown in color. It had a body of a beetle, horns that looked like miniature deer horns, and a pair of wings that was similar to that of a housefly. I was curious to see such a strange looking insect in my backyard and wanted to know about it. So I asked my sister. She said that she doesn't know about it. Then I thought, why don't we use the technology? So I used the Google Lens. Even then, I didn't dare to go near it because I didn't know what it was. So I kept a fair distance between me and the strange looking insect. According to the Google, it was a poisonous insect that was very rare to be found here. At least that's what I understood from what Google had said. Anyways, it mentioned it was poisonous insect, so I didn't want to go near and examine and find about it. Then I went back to play, and after some time, when I came back to have a look at it, it was eating an innocent dragonfly which just sat near it. It ate the whole dragonfly real quick. Then it was night time, and I went to bed. In the morning, when I remembered about seeing the insect in my backyard, I went to look at it. But to my surprise, when I came, there was no trace of any insect. Rather, there were some wings and pieces of insect that might be eaten by that. Now I now I now I think it had become more strange that this insect had a one day tour to somewhere to which it rarely comes. I also regret not taking a picture of the insect to show others and ask what it is. Unfortunately, I didn't have any pictures. Then later I forgot about it. This is all my adventure of seeing a really unusual insect. So, Derry, I'll see you tomorrow when I have another topic to write. Bye.
Wow, excellent. Wonderful. I
ma'am.
really liked it, Geetika.
Thank you, ma'am.
In fact, I did not expect this much from you. Wonderful, wonderful diary entry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. Okay, so everyone can clap for Geetika. Okay, I feel so happy. All right. Anyone would like to read? One more chance. We are running out of time. Yes, yes. Very good. Yeah. Anyone would like to read your diary entry? No response? I think I'll call you by name. Devika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Read
Ma'am,
out
I
what
wrote.
you have written.
Ma'am, you told right. We have to write a diary entry about our day.
Yes.
Ma'am, I wrote that.
But based on oh, okay. Two homeworks. All right. Then you can read the second one.
Okay, ma'am. Dear diary, today I woke up in the morning and saw many birds in the trees chirping. So I decided to make a nest and a water dispenser for them.
Mm.
I made 2 nests and covered them with live plants and filled water in the bottles. I was hopefully waiting. Then I fed my fishes their food and went to study for the science class test, which we had on yesterday.
Mm.
Then I ate my food and went to take a nap. When I woke up, it was heavily raining and the sky became very cloudy. I went outside. I was shocked to see that 2 tiny little birds were finally in the nest which I had made in the morning. I was so happy to see it. And after that, I ate my food and went to sleep.
Okay. Devika, you did not mention about the date, day and time.
Yeah, ma'am. 29/7/20, Friday.
And time?
Time 11:30.
11:30 at night?
No, ma'am, morning.
Morning. Okay, all right. So you were recording the previous day's experience that you had.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Good. Well written. Okay, so I'm happy for you, children. You're performing very well. Okay, so it's time for us to wind up. I'll meet you in the next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, children.
ma'am.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.